What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the FUTBassy channel, or if it's your first time here, hello, welcome aboard, thanks for joining, enjoy the show. And today, what a show we've got. It's a brand new FIFA 18 series, Return to Glory, but hang on, wait a minute, on screen that looks like FIFA 17. I haven't clickbaited you, have I? I haven't. This is going to be my FIFA 18, one of my main FIFA 18 series. As soon as we get going with the game, Return to Glory. I'm going to try and post content every week, maybe every 2 weeks. And right now, I guess this is the pilot episode, if you like, using FIFA 17. So what is Return to Glory all about? We all know in real life football, it's a harsh place. We all go through good times and bad times, no matter if you support Real Madrid or Barcelona or Man United or Arsenal or Chelsea, one of the big teams, or if you're like me, you support Torquay United, who the hell are they? We all experience highs and lows, some more lows than highs, like in my world. Anyway, the Return to Glory series is all about taking some of the lows that are happening in the real world, looking at what's happening, playing it through FIFA and saying if, can we do a better job? Can we do a better job than what's happening in real life? Can we bring some glory back to the guys out there who are really struggling in real life? And first up, on screen, you'll see we've got a blank team there, but Bilic is there and West Ham. So the Premiership kicked off, 3 weeks ago? I think we're 3 games in. And West Ham, their last game last Saturday was away at Newcastle, and they got absolutely smacked 3-0. It really couldn't have gone any worse. Newly promoted Newcastle, they were all over them. West Ham, I think, in fairness, have had a good transfer window actually during the summer. They've made some good signings, but it's just not coming together for them right now. So what I'm doing on the screen is building the team absolutely exactly as it went out against Newcastle. So the 4-2-3-1 formation is, as far as I know, that's the formation they went out with against Newcastle. You'll see the new boy Joe Hart. I'm not a massive fan actually of Joe Hart in real life, but Joe Hart started for West Ham in goal. So he's in there. Then Bonner and Collins, the CDM pairing, Zabaleta over at right back and Cresswell at left back. The boy Rice, CDM. So not ideal. He's a bronze centre back card in FIFA, but they played him at CDM in game against Newcastle, and he's up with Mark Noble against over to his left in the CDM position. And as the team starts to come together, I start looking at it thinking, well, it looks okay. I've used worse teams in FIFA, right? So what's going on, guys? Why did it go so wrong at Newcastle? Why have you had such a bad start to the season? Well, look, this series is only about having some fun. Hopefully I can bring some glory back to the West Ham fans who are sat there at the bottom of the league, probably having a horrific start. But let's find out how the players play in game. What's going on. My intention is to start off and give it a go in the 4-2-3-1 or whatever formation any team uses during as the series kind of rolls on. Basically replicate exactly what the team did in real life. But then as the games go on, I'll kind of play around with it, see what changes I can make. I'm going to keep the same 11 starting 11 in every single game, and actually I'm going to keep the same substitutes that West Ham rolled out with in their last game. But in game I'll make some changes at some point, obviously, and let's see what happens. So if you like the idea, if you like the concept of what I'm doing, then drop a big old thumbs up. Just remember, actually, everything I'm doing on this channel, all the way up until the release day of FIFA 19. That's right, FIFA 19, so not FIFA 18. So a year and 3 weeks, or whatever, until FIFA 19 comes out. So everything I'm doing on this channel is all for charity. If we earn £1, £5, £10 or £100 over time, then all of that will go to charity. If you've got no idea what I'm talking about, there'll be a link in the description down below to the FUTBassy Intro video. Go and check that out. Kind of talks about it all on there. But basically, to do that, to have any chance at all of making any money for charity, we've got to get this channel to get as many views as possible. Actually, we'll get to 10,000 views to start with if we've got any chance of making any money for charity. So the only way we can do that is by telling people about it. If you like the content, tell your mates, get them involved. If you don't like the content, well then tell them as well. Tell them to come on over and tell me what I should be doing differently. I do appreciate, actually, if you don't support West Ham, but maybe support one of the other London clubs or another Premiership club or whatever, you might be thinking, well, I don't like the series, I don't like West Ham. They deserve to be at the bottom of the league. Remember, we all go through highs and lows in football, right? So it's West Ham this week. Who knows who's going to be struggling next week? Actually, it's international football this weekend, right? So Like, I'm an English football fan, and I'm not really a fan of how England have been playing recently, I guess, over the last few months. So maybe I'm going to do an England team next. Who knows? But the whole purpose of this is just take a team that was struggling in the week before, last couple of weeks, whatever, rebuild it, completely replicate it, play as it was used in real life, and just have some fun with it. Let's see what happens. Okay. So right now on screen, you'll see me going to the daily knockout tournament. My first team, and I come up against a it's predominantly a Serie A team, but with Jamie Vardy up front. So I'm not quite sure why this guy's playing Vardy up front when he's got a full Serie A team. But to be fair, Vardy is an absolute beast of a striker in game. And 20 minutes into the first game, we've got a corner, so we've got a chance. Cresswell plays it into Zabaleta. What can Zabaleta do? Back to Cresswell. That's a decent ball into Antonio. Weaving 1-0. Come on, West Ham. Newcastle, you think you can beat these guys 3-0? No chance. Look at that. Great finish from Antonio. But danger. Insigne breaks into the box. Can we keep him out? Back up. Good save, Joe Hart. I'm not a massive fan of Joe Hart in real life, but I'll tell you what, through recording these videos, playing with this West Ham team, Joe Hart was an absolute beast. Great keeper. I think that was a good header off the line there. Great ball out to Ayew. Look at that for a little ball over the top. Can Chico get onto it? Great finish. Look at that. Hernandez breaks through the centre back. I'm not actually sure what happened there. I think his defender actually just tried to clear it, and I probably just stood in the way. But look, 2-0 up in the first game. 45th minutes, Cresswell breaking into the box. Oh, yeah, he should have done better there. Hang on, 45th minute, counter-attack. What a surprise, what an absolute perfect ball. This guy's actually created very, very little. Quadrado, Ogbonna gets dispossessed by Vardy. 45th minute cheese goal. I hate it. I've actually messed up the recording a little bit there. I'm really sorry. I've missed the second half, but it actually finished 3-1. So I've advanced into the second round, 3-1. So West Ham might be bottom of the Premiership, but one game in, 3-1. We're through to the second round. Kind of, things are looking okay. Now on screen, you'll see here that it's all that nothing's happening. I've just left this in the video just as a point, and kind of a nod to the fact this will be a FIFA 18 series, and I sure as hell hope that this problem doesn't exist in FIFA 18. So what's going on? Absolutely nothing on screen. I'm sure for anyone that's played FIFA 17, you know what's coming, right? EA, you have to fix this for FIFA 18. Why is it disconnected? Now luckily the game's finished. So it doesn't actually affect anything, but it counted as a disconnect win though, bizarrely. So it's basically registered as a 3-0 win for me, although obviously the game, as you saw on screen, was 3-1. Very bizarre. Anyway, into the second game, we get matched up against this team, so a full BPL team with that what they call the Scream card, Lukaku. To be fair, Lukaku's normal card is a beast in this game. I really like Lukaku in FIFA 17. So yeah, a little bit nervous about coming up against his Scream card. So 10 minutes in, another corner down the left hand side. Bit of weaving, bit of dribbling into the box. That's a lovely ball through to Collins. Oh, David Luiz, good block there, but we've got another chance with Mark Noble into Hernandez. 1-0. So it's a well-made goal. Chica obviously back in the Premiership. How good is it? Just actually as a side note, how good is it to see Chica back in the Prem? Absolute legend player, and I've got to be honest, using him in this game, I've absolutely loved him, but not quite as much as this guy actually. Ayew, he is an absolute beast. Uses his man of the match card. Really liked him. And as the second game draws to a close, I just thought it'd be worth mentioning actually. So I mentioned earlier that I was going to use the exact same formation as what West Ham used against Newcastle, 4-2-3-1. You might have noticed on screen earlier I started the game with a 5 at the back formation, 5-2-2-1 I think it is. That's purely for chemistry, just so that Rice, the bronze centre back, he can obviously start on full chem. Actually all players are on 10 chem, which was was really useful. I did play a 4-2-3-1. Actually ended up in game playing more with a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, which I think in the game itself is has probably been my most used formation this year. But actually, I think the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow worked better. I did also use it just to match someone else's formation at one point in time. I used a 4-3-3-4. I'm not a massive fan of the formation. But I think for me, West Ham, Bilic, if you're watching this, if you want to kind of get back to glory, return to glory, give that 4-1-2-1-2 narrow a go. Stick Ayew and Chika up front. They are a great combination. Antonio with those 4-star skills, Cam was a good combination. Anyway, here we are into game 3, and there he is again. Ayew, that's a beautiful through ball. Just absolutely cut the defence in two, and a wonderful finish. But 1-0 up again in the semi-final. Fernandes. So the silver cam. I've got to be honest. He was probably my least favourite player in the whole of the team. So you just in there. He's done a couple of good things, a couple of good passes, but kind of consistently through the game, I wasn't really a massive fan. So Bilic, again, if you want to know how to get this team back to glory, Chika, I'll tell you what, he needs to be in the team every week. But Fernandes, I wasn't feeling him. Rice, in fairness, the bronze player, he was all right actually. I ended up taking off most games at half time, but that was purely for stamina actually. But you know what? In game at CDM, I kind of get it. Actually, he was pretty decent. But yeah, the one thing I would definitely let's do differently is play someone else other than Fernandes. What I ended up doing most games was taking Rice off at half time. Nothing to do with his performance. Like I said, actually, I quite enjoy playing with him. I think he's actually quite a good player, but stamina-wise, bronze players just is never going to stack up. So I ended up taking him off at half time most games and bringing on. Sorry if I get this pronunciation wrong. I think it's Obiang. Is the CDM, who I really liked actually. He was a really, really good player, and Bilic maybe considered playing him instead of Fernandes. Yeah, okay, he's not great going forward, but really, really good player. And then I'll bring off Fernandes in most games at some point, and either brought on Sacco, obviously absolute beast, or Lanzini, and just obviously then on screen you've seen the team that I've got in the final. Pretty much a full team of the season French team, apart from Pogba, and he's got his 92 in form, I think. So, I've had a decent run. Couple of BPL teams, 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, and then I get matched up against this team in the final. Just one thing as a kind of point of note, this guy's obviously got an absolute mega team, right? You don't get many better teams than that. No idea how much that team would cost. But he's got team of the season Lacazette in there. I mean, that's a £1 million card, I think. Why he's playing a daily knockout tournament right now to qualify for the last game, for the last weekend league, I'm not quite sure. But whatever. There we go. It was a good team, and you know what? West Ham. It's going to be a pretty good test for them. So. They are struggling in the Premiership. I haven't really struggled in the daily knockout tournament so far, but yeah, like right now, I'm not going to find many better teams in FIFA to play against. And Ayew, lovely little turn on the edge of the D there. Ball falls nicely to Chika. 1-0. Come on, West Ham. Come on, you Irons. Is this the return to glory for West Ham? 1-0 up inside the first half hour in the final of the daily knockout tournament. Full team of the season team, who cares? West Ham, the Irons, the Hammers, they've got everything over these guys. And 5-6 minutes later, we keep pushing, got a corner, Cresswell, Lamar, I'm not quite sure what Lamar's doing back there tackling, but Cresswell wins it back, bit lucky. Ayew back into Cresswell, Chika, Zabaleta should have done better, but Mark Noble, never fear, Noble is here. 2-0 up in the daily knockout tournament. Newcastle fans, I bet you're watching this now and thinking, how the hell do we beat these guys? If these guys can go out and beat that team, that's right, this West Ham team, I've got to be honest, I don't get it, right? How are you guys struggling in real life with this team? Like I said, Fernandez, I'll probably look to do something a bit different. Everything else in there, I like the team. Even the bronze player Rice. Like I said, he's a good player. This is a great example actually of this play here. Look at this. Perfect one-touch passing, keeping the ball. That's not easy when you've got the team that I've got here against the team that I'm playing. But we kept the ball well. Obviously, awful finish. That's that's not the reason I don't really rate Fernandez. That's I probably shouldn't have shot from there. Completely my mistake. But I think his control, his touch just wasn't great in game. Great interception from Collins. Collins, he is slow, really slow. But I'll tell you what, he is an absolute rock. If anyone saw the that Hairborough video I did a couple of weeks ago, I talked about that team being really slow. I talked about Fellaini, for example. So there's some slow players in this team. They're all quicker than Fellaini, to be fair. But Collins is slow, but he was very good. His positioning was great. Lovely little move down there on the wing from Antonio into Mark Noble to Fernandez. Great little turn, chance. Just hasn't got the strength. And again, that's not. I can't really blame him for that. He's never going to have the strength against a team this season. CDM, is he? But good little win there. Good little ball from Fernandez. Obiang, obviously, he's on back into Fernandez, but tackled again by Kante. And again, that Kante card is clearly one of the best CM cards in the game, isn't he? So little old Fernandez probably got no chance there. But look at that, Aaron Cresswell, absolutely cracking tackle. I really like Cresswell actually. He was very good. Again, his positioning, like Collins, his positioning was brilliant. Lovely little move. I said that I didn't really like Fernandez. Fernandez has been involved a lot in this game actually. Like I said, I wasn't really a big fan in game. Good chance. Another awful miss from Fernandez. Like I said, he was quite involved, but not a big fan. And here he is again actually. What am I saying? Fernandez has been involved in every single play. Look, Fernandez, Irons fans, I'm sorry. I didn't seem to like playing with him, but I've just realised now as I'm playing this back, every single bit of footage seems to have got him involved somewhere. Great ball from Noble through to Fernandez, who's offside. Yes, he told you, he's rubbish. Offside, can't hold the line in the 90th minute. But here we go. It is the 90th minute. We are 2-0 up. Surely, ref. There it is. There is the final whistle of the daily knockout tournament. West Ham fans, you might be bottom of the Premiership. You might be struggling. The Newcastle match might have been really tough to take. But take note, if FIFA 17 is anything to use as a benchmark, you've got some good players here. You know what? I would play with this team again. Are you? I really like Tim Chica, of course, no surprise. I really like him. But Collins, he was solid. Ogbonna. Now Ogbonna's quite an interesting one, right? A lot of people use Ogbonna's FUT birthday card in kind of regular teams. Honestly, I mean, he's quite strong and he's definitely quick, but I wasn't a huge fan. Collins' positioning, I don't know what the positioning in game stats are, but Collins' positioning in game was far better than Ogbonna's. Cresswell, as I said, was good, and this man, my team captain, Joe Hart, lifting the trophy. Joe Hart was unbelievable. I appreciate I haven't shown lots of action for him. I've just shown the goals in this video, but honestly, through all the games that I played, Joe Hart's ability in goal was brilliant. He was one of the best keepers actually I've used in a long time, and I genuinely think that I won matches because of Joe Hart. He made a lot of very good saves. So I think great summer signing. West Ham fans, it might be tough at the moment, but this shows that we can get there. We can get you back to glory. We can return to glory. So what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this is a good idea for the series going forward? Basically, just so you know, in FIFA 18, I'm probably going to have what I think is probably 4 different series running throughout the course of FIFA 18. I've got to be honest, I don't think I'll be able to upload all 4 of those every single week. But I'm still trying to kind of work out what my schedule is. As you know, I don't do this full time by any stretch. I've got a full time, actually proper career. I've got a family, got 2 kids, and although I've played a shed load of FIFA 17 and intend to do the same for FIFA 18, it is quite time consuming. So I won't be able to post it all every single week. But I plan to do 4 series. This is one of the ones I want to do. Return to Glory. all the way through the next year. I want to just basically replicate what's going on in the real world. Who's out there? Who's struggling? You let me know in the comments down below. Who should I include in the series going forward? As I said, it's international football this weekend coming up. England are playing. I hope to God I don't look at this next week and think, you know what, England are going to be the next team I'm going to need to use in this. Who knows? We shall see. So lads, that's going to be the end of the video. Just before we go, I just want to give a big shout out to a couple of people actually. One of my followers on Twitter, MXSun24, he's a West Ham fan, so big up to you. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And of course, a guy I follow on Twitter, Jambo, who is the West Ham Pro player. So yeah, big up to you. West Ham fans, everyone else, hopefully you've enjoyed the content. Smash a big old thumbs up, and I'll catch you all again soon.